Brainstorming. Objectives. At the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to 1. Define brainstorming. 2. Practice brainstorming techniques. 3. Differentiate the different methods in brainstorming. Let's warm up. 1. Choose 2 of your all-time favorite movies. Compare and contrast them in terms of plot, settings, characters, and cinematography using the Venn diagram. 2. Look for a partner. Take turns discussing your comparison and contrast by using the diagram as your basis. Each of you is given 3 minutes to share. 3. Afterwards, evaluate your partner's output. To help you in assessing, consider the following questions. A. Was a graphic organizer used correctly? B. Was he or she able to compare and contrast the 2 movies effectively? C. Were the ideas organized and presented well? Nowadays, we are bombarded with different kinds of information from books, newspapers, magazines, and of course, the internet. Going through this amount of information is not the only challenge. We also have to come up with effective ways of processing them. One important ingredient to successful reading and writing is our ability to generate, select, and organize ideas. These can be done through brainstorming, making a graphic organizer, and outlining. Brainstorming. Patrick's class was tasked with the opening presentation during their school's foundation day. The school has already decided on a theme, and the class was simply required to decide its own concept for the performance. Although Patrick facilitated the discussion, all of his classmates were involved because they all shared their own ideas. After everyone has contributed an idea, they evaluated the suggestions and decided to use Gabriel's idea to do a musical skit. What Patrick's group did is called brainstorming. It is perhaps the most popular tool in generating creative and rich ideas. It helps people establish patterns of ideas, develop new ways of thinking, activate background knowledge, and overcome mental block. While brainstorming is commonly thought as a group activity, it can also be done individually. In fact, some studies show that individual brainstorming produces more ideas. This is partially because in group brainstorming. However, group brainstorming might be a better option in solving more complicated problems because it produces more ideas that are wider in range and greater in depth. Methods in brainstorming. You can brainstorm effectively by either creating an 1. Idea list. 2. Idea map. So, what is an idea list? It simply involves listing ideas about a particular topic. It also helps you find the main idea and supporting details from the numerous ideas listed. How to make an idea list. This strategy is especially appropriate to textual people or those who are more comfortable in processing words than visuals. It simply requires you to write down all related concepts below it. Here is an example of an idea list. Topic: unemployment. 1. Jobs. 2. Poverty. 3. Salary. 4. Lack of education. 5. Lack of jobs. 6. Low salary. 7. Lack of money. 8. Fresh graduates. Another brainstorming method is making an idea map. It is a visual representation of ideas and their connections with one another. Unlike the idea list, an idea map is more structured. Thus, it is able to show how one idea subordinates another idea. In general, remember to define the problem or the issue that needs to be solved. If you are going to brainstorm on your own, make sure to choose a comfortable place and minimize distractions. Try using images to stimulate your mind. For group brainstorming, make sure to create a fun atmosphere all throughout the activity. If members are not used to working together, open with a warm-up exercise or an icebreaker. Assign a facilitator who will lead the discussion. Give every member an equal opportunity to contribute, not to criticize during brainstorming, so as to create a free and open environment. To gain different perspectives, try to vary your standpoints. Do not forget to take short breaks during long sessions. At the end of a brainstorming session, make sure to evaluate the ideas. I hope you learned something. God bless.